ओम गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम अन्नादो श्री जगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरु ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। The only Guru of three religions, Traita Theeram originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. We are learning Traita Theeram Bhagavad Gita, interpreted by Sri Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. We are learning Daivaasura sampadvibhaaga yogam chapter. Last week we learned from 11th to 17th slokams. Let us see the meanings of the slokams, what we learned last week. So all the slokams are related to the asura guna, demonic temperament. So those who always think limitlessly for livelihood unto death have fixed opinion on the mundane comforts as great and are bound to the bondage of desires. They do not have control in the lust and anger. They secure money by illegal means for fulfillment of their desires. This money is earned by me. It can be earned in accordance with the desires. The money which is earned is mine. Again, I can earn much money. I kill the enemies. I can kill other enemies. I am Ishvara. I am the enjoyer. I am the Siddha. I am powerful. I belong to the highest caste among the people. I am the richest person. No one equals to me. I perform sacrifices. I shall give charity thus. I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance and perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, and one who strongly attaches to sense enjoyment is getting sin and go to hell for experiencing this sin. Those who extol themselves and say that their effect is great and have money, false prestige, pride, perform the sacrifices without any manners and rules is called nominal sacrifice. Up to this slokam we learnt last week. Let us move on to the 18th slokam onwards today. Let us see what is that. Ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodham cha samshritaha mamatma paradeheshu pradvishanto abhyasuyakaha. Like those demonic people are egoistic and have strength, proud, desire and anger and hate me, who exist not only in their bodies but also in other bodies. What God is saying over here, the demonic persons are there, right? They don't know about the divine at all. But the divine is existing inside the demonic persons and other persons as well. But these demonic people think other persons as different person. So they think egoistically, they are filled with ego. So and they hate the divine and the people who are and the people. So the other people and other people also contain divine in their bodies as well, right? So those who are not interested in the wisdom of Atma, so those demonic persons do not like wisdom of Atma. So what they feel is they are worshipping, right? Their worships are great, and they don't like, they hate always the wisdom and yoga with envy. So they are desirous and think that religious vows and sacrifices are great. They hate not only the jnanis and yogis but also try to harm them who reveal the divine Atma and Paramatma. Let us move on to the 19th slokam. Tanaham dvishatah kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipam yajasram ashubhan asurishve vayonishu. I made those who are cruel, hatred and mean, who rebukes the auspicious, throw away into the demonic births by getting mundane distresses. This slokam is talking about Jivatma and Paramatma, mortal soul and the absolute soul. So the people who rebuke Atma and Paramatma, which are in the body, and who teases the Jnanis and the Gurus as the enemies, and those cruels and hatreds will be born as demons by the Paramatma in every birth. Paramatma is going to throw these demonic people away from him. So they will be taking birth in the demonic families only, demonic families only. Paramatma again made them take birth in the demons' houses for engrossing in the mundane matters. Because they are engrossed in the mundane matters, they hate wisdom and Atma. That's why Paramatma make them to take birth in the demons' houses. Let's move on to the 20th slokam. Asurim योनिमापन्ना मूढ़ा जन्मनि जन्मनि मामप्राप्यैव कौन्तेय ततो यान्त्यधमां gatim. This slokam is talking about Jivatma and Paramatma both. So those who take birth in the demons' houses will become ignorant men. So those are always ignorant men. They do not know manners of wisdom at all. They will get lower state in every birth. They will fall down in every birth. So these demonic temperament people, they will not learn any wisdom. They are against the wisdom of Atma. So what God promised here is making them to born in the demonic families itself. So if they hate the self-realized Jnanis and the Gurus with envy, it will be hatred on Paramatma. Whenever they hate the Jnanis and Gurus, that is directly hating Paramatma itself. If you take an example, if there is a police, he got the designation of circle inspector, deputy inspector, superintendent of police or IG positions. There are designations given to him, but those designations are coming in accordance with his job. That job is also according to his karma only. But he gets ego as he is such an officer, and without knowing that he is a common Jivatma. Though he is a common Jivatma, because of having that position, he gets ego in him. So with the filled ego, what he does, he hates Gnani or the Guru. So he makes them standing them in the police station. So if he rebukes others, what happens? So it's not much danger to him. It can be gone by experience once. But he rebukes and blames the Gnani, so that is considered as a rebuke to divine. So Paramatma will hate them, definitely will hate that kind of persons, those Asura demonic, the Asura temperament persons, and he make them to born in the demonic race only. So here his karma doesn't decide his birth. Usually if there is an ordinary person who does not rebuke the divine and he does his activities and he continues, right, whatever the karma he earns, according to his earned karma he is going to get such kind of birth. But here in this case, the demonic temperament people, so when they rebuke the God, Paramatma hates them, right? That birth of such kind of people will be in the hands of Paramatma. Paramatma will take the decision about them, and he will make them to take birth in the demon's family itself, and he will make them to go far away from the wisdom in every birth. And Paramatma made him without getting the shore of wisdom in any birth. In this way, he will get lower state in every birth. So either great employee, even though a person is a great employee or a great politician or a rich man, whatever it may be, they should behave with obedience and with carefulness at the Jnanis. If not, if they rebuke the Jnanis are going to not the Jnanis are not going to retaliate against these people, but Paramatma, who is behind these Jnanis, can do anything to these demonic people. Let us move on to the next slokam. त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामः क्रोधः तथा लोभः तस्मात् एतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. This demonic temperament has three gates which are self-destructible. These three gates are desire, anger, greed. It must be given up. This slokam is talking about Prakriti. The God is saying that this demonic temperament is containing three gates, which these three gates there is a self-destruction. So what are these three gates? Desire, anger and greed. You must give up them. Okay, that's what he is telling. Let us move on to the 22nd slokam, which is also talking about the nature. एतैर्विमुक्तः कौन्तेय तमोद्वारैस्त्रिभिर्नरः आचरत्यात्मनः श्रेय ततो याति परां गतिम्. So, he who gives up these three gates of tamasic will get auspiciousness and attains liberation. So, whatever the God said, we must follow. If we follow the God, we can get liberation. God is saying that you should leave these three gates of tamasic, which is causing for the demonic temperament. So, we must give up them and go towards the good temperaments like charity, compassion and beneficence. Then what happens? You will be doing the good things going forward, and you will be getting the likingness on the wisdom going forward. After some births, what happens? So you will attain wisdom and get worthiness for liberation. That's what he is telling over here in the 22nd slokam. Let us move on to the 23rd slokam. What is that? Yashastra vidim srujya tvartate kamakaratah na sasiddhimavapnoti na sukam na param gatim. This slokam is also talking about Jivatma. He who behaves for fulfilling their desires by leaving the rules and principles of Shastras, sciences, will not be accomplished anything. He doesn't get either comforts or liberation. So the person who behaves whatever he likes, he does not follow according to the Shastra or the science. So those Shastras, those manners are said by the elders who knew the Shastra already. What happens to those kind of demonic persons? So we know already that. So they will take birth in the demonic houses, and they will continue to be like demons itself. They will leave the morality and justice, jnana and dharma to the air and tries by doing anything for getting money, they are not going to accomplish anything. So they don't respect the divine at all. Even though he accomplishes some of the things in this world related to the mundane matters, maybe of money, assets, or some designations or something, though it doesn't give any pleasures to them. He can't ever attain the liberation. Let us move on to the 24th Slokam. तस्मा शास्त्रं प्रमाणं ते कार्याकार्यव्यवस्थितौ ज्ञात्वा शास्त्रविधानोक्तं कर्म कर्तुमिहर्हसि. The Shastra, science reveals the karya, activities, and akarya. So one must do the karmas by knowing the regulations of Shastra. So we must know the regulations of the Shastra. We need to do the karyas, activities, according to the regulations of the Shastra. So here the Shastra can only say about the actions which occur according to the karma. What should be done according to this manner, or what should not be done according to this manner. Shastra says what should be done according to this manner, what should not be done according to this manner. The Shastra is conjoined with the edicts. If actions are done in accordance with the decisions of edicts, karma doesn't attach. If you follow Shastra and do the activities, karma is not going to attach. Otherwise, karma is going to get attached to you. So, if we do any work by covering the hands, for example, if you have gloves, if you wear the gloves to your hands and do some work, then your hands won't get dirty. If not, your hands become dirty. Like that, if you follow the Shastra and do the activities, then you will not get attached to any karma. If not, karma might be attached to you. So this is what he said in the 24th Slokam. We came up to the end of this end of the Daivaasura sampadvibhaaga yogam chapter here. So let us learn about Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yogam chapter in the next week. Let us do Mangala Pradhana and end the session. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodhatmane to everyone.